Hello guys, in this short video I want to raise a discussion on constraint thing in Laravel migrations and whether we should provide the table name or not. Because whenever I play around with some demo projects and ask Cursor AI model to generate a migration, it often does it in a verbose way like this: constrained project, constrained user, specifying the table, although it is not strictly necessary. In the second case, assigned to is a different column name, so it does make sense to provide the table name. But in the first case, project ID, the default value of the table related to foreign ID is plural form from project, which is projects by default. So that migration would work like this, and I would personally prefer to be shorter and provide the table name only if it's not the default. But AI, with whatever model I use, Claude or Gemini 2.5 Pro or others in the past, almost always suggest to be verbose and to have that table specified. And this is kind of a personal preference. But let's discuss a few reasons for or against. And I've put that question on Twitter, just asking the people option A or option B, constrained users or constrained without any parameters. And the opinions were quite different. First, a few people specified that they use foreign ID 4 with specific class, with quite a lot of likes. And this is another personal preference, but whenever I use that, for some reason it didn't stick to me personally. But then if we look between A or B, so Martin is for option A, because why you would specify table name is redundant. But then Christopher argues that the code is not for you, it's for the next developer. And that next developer may not be a Laravel developer with experience necessarily, which means they may not know the logic that this becomes the plural of constraint. Or it may be a junior developer on the team. So from that point of view, the more verbose the code is, the more understandable at the first glance, the better. So the goal is not to make the code shorter, the goal is to make it maintainable for the future by other developers included. Same is commented by Jordan. For those that don't know the Laravel magic, and for juniors, also Andrew is repeating the same thing if another dev is going to touch the code. So a lot of people voting option B. But then, for example, Ali says, let Laravel default to the heavy lifting. Also Richard is also going option A always, except for, of course, if the table name is different. So yeah, people seem to have different preferences. What about you? I wanted to move that discussion from Twitter to YouTube audience, and let's talk in the comments below. Option A without the table name or option B with the table name? Which camp do you belong to and why? That's it for this short video. It's mostly for raising the discussion, and see you guys in other videos.